can't, this kind of stuff, pulling away from you the whole time. Okay? So I'm going to keep this under really short and then go to my offensive positions. Whether, no, I want, this is where I like head position.
Talking to Bill Zadick, 2006 world champion and USA Wrestling assistant freestyle coach. And talk to us a little bit. We have a special guest here this week from Japan. Just talk a little bit about that.
55 kilo Olympic silver medalist from Beijing, Tomohiro Matsunaga. And he's in the U.S. Living, taking some classes, learning English. And I happened to speak to him at the U.S. Open. I think he was living in Hawaii for a short time and then L.A. And it just happened that I had some connections. So a youth coach of mine wanted me to talk to him. So he doesn't speak great English yet, and my Japanese is worse than his English. So we talked a little bit. He had an interpreter, translator, so we spoke a little bit, and he was interested in wrestling and whatnot. And I told Zeke, and Zeke kind of thought it'd be great to have him out for camp. And I don't know if he's going to compete anymore. I think he's 28 years old is what he told me. And so he's just trying to figure that out for himself. But in the meantime, he's still working out a little bit. And
is he here for a couple weeks or a week? Or?
I think he's here for this first World Team training camp. So, 2 weeks, 2 week period.
And then is he living on campus then? Or?
He is staying on campus for the time. So, Zeke, wanted to get him out. And I think Sam Barber actually kind of helped do that. He kind of did all the legwork on it as far as contacting him and organizing, the travel and all that kind of thing. So we got him out here, and he's a great resource to have, and just as far as a good training partner at the very least, and then our guys can pick his brain and learn from him.
Right. Our first practice in the morning, he's working out with our world team guy, Danny Felix.
Yeah. Danny Felix is taking advantage of that opportunity and learning from him. So they worked out this morning, and I think it was a technical workout. We just did some drilling and stuff, worked on positions. I think Danny got a lot out of it. And Tomohiro's he's a nice kid, so it's. I've tried to talk with him quite a bit and just make him feel welcome and at home. Obviously, he's
looks like the guys have really embraced him too. I mean, kind of everybody's been, taking.
Yeah, everybody's extremely friendly. I think we got a good bunch of guys that are interested in getting better, and they know that he's obviously a great competitor. So there's a lot to be learned from him. So, and I'm sure they all understand that. He's kind of alone and doesn't know many people, so they've been good about it.
And as the camp goes on, I'm sure he'll be going live with a lot of the world team guys, and
Yeah. He wrestled today and mixed it up with we had a pretty light workout as far as structure is concerned. Our first live workout, getting back into the training after a break, so it was good. It was good on all accounts, and to have him in here and just kind of raises the level quality of our room. So
I asked Danny this too, but kind of interesting thing about wrestling, guy doesn't speak, virtually no English, but he can walk right in and you're giving instruction, and he's working on techniques, and just jumping right in, just kind of fitting in.
Yeah, that's kind of it is kind of neat. It's like the bridge of the gap, is everybody kind of understands wrestling. So even if you don't understand the language, you can kind of watch and see what's going on and kind of get the gist of. I know as a competitor myself, when we would go on national team trips overseas sometimes and be in Belarus or Russia or wherever, and it's kind of the same. You feel the same, so you understand the situation and position he's in here. So
interesting, he's in here. He was a guy that lost to an American in the finals of the Olympics too. A guy who used to train with Henry Cejudo.
Yeah, and that was a great match too. So
and he may have pulled off the biggest upset of the Olympics.
He really just put it on that Russian Kudakov, who was probably on paper the favorite going into the Olympics. And Tomohiro hit him with a headlock at the beginning or the end of the first period, and then again in the end of the second period too, and eventually pinned him in the second period. So
he threw a couple headlocks today too, I saw.
yeah, it was kind of cool to see. You don't see that many headlocks anymore, so that was kind of
at this level, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So talk to me a little bit about wrestling Matsunaga. You guys drilled a little bit this morning.
Yeah, at first I didn't know who he was, and then he was introduced being the silver medalist, and I was like, well, what a great opportunity! I'm going to grab him. So as soon as we warmed up, I was the first one to make sure I ran over there and grabbed the guy and introduced myself and asked him if we could drill, and it's a perfect opportunity to get to go with somebody like that and get a feel for him, and just know what's coming around the corner.
Right. I imagine as the camp gets going, you guys will go live a little bit more.
Absolutely. I mean, we just kind of pushed each other around a little bit and went real light, but yeah, I plan on scrapping with him.
He's a dangerous wrestler. I mean, people that watch the Olympics know. I mean, how much does that help just wrestling against a guy like that?
Well, I mean, he's dangerous. He's got nice headlocks and shoulder arm throws, but I'm not really concerned with that. I just want to go after him, do what I do, and then we'll just see, and that'll help me work the things I need to work on. And it's just practice right now. I'm just trying to have fun.
Is that one of the interesting things about wrestling? I mean, he speaks virtually no English, but he can walk in here and just start practicing with you guys.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. We don't have to talk much. I know his name, he knows mine, and that's about it.
And I mean, you could do the same thing if you were in Japan, walk into a room and that's kind of the cool thing about athletics, I guess.
Exactly. I think it's really cool that he's over here on his own doing what he's doing, and he's trying to learn English, and he's put himself out here all by himself, and that's pretty neat.
Guys seem to be pretty receptive to him too. I mean, probably nice to have another training partner in here.
Heck yeah, he's a nice body to have in here, and obviously you got to respect him. I mean, he's an Olympic silver medalist, and that's a cool thing.
Lines?
Who's he wrestling, do you know? High school kid?
Different type of name. First name. David French.